Let's talk about all the items that you can use to keep up with your protein needs throughout your pregnancy and postpartum. When you are pregnant, having high protein can really relieve nausea. As someone that is having the most nauseating pregnancy, the only way that I was ever able to subside that nausea was having a high protein meal. Now, this can be so difficult because I am way too nauseous to be having chicken, steak, fish. So I had to find other ways to get all that protein to be able to subside my nausea. Now, once you already have your baby, it's also really, really important to keep up with your protein needs because that's how you're gonna have the energy for breastfeeding and postpartum in general, but also to keep up with your milk supply. While I always say that milk supply is really about how often you're emptying, what you're doing, you also do need to be eating high protein, good balanced meals. Here are the things that I have found that have made me the least nauseous when I was not able to have real protein like chicken breast, and also they're very easy postpartum for you to be able to use. I'm gonna save my number one for the end. If you're like me, the only thing you were ever able to eat was carbs, let's introduce you to a couple of things. Number one, we have Barilla Protein Plus pasta. This comes in not only spaghetti, but it comes in a bunch of different kinds of actual pasta. When having pasta, because that's the only thing that we're able to eat, make it the Protein Plus version because it just has more protein in it. I lived on Protein Plus pasta. And then you're gonna have my second favorite food group, which is cheese. I wouldn't use this cheese on it, I would use mozzarella cheese, but any sort of cheese is also very high in protein, and it makes it so easy to be able to get in that extra protein into your meal. So I would have Protein Plus pasta with cheese and ketchup or sauce, depending on what I was in the mood of, and I was able to subside my nausea, actually eat something, and get a lot of protein in. So this item has been really, really helpful for me to do that. Still in the pasta family, we have these Chef Wu ramen instant soups. These are 20 grams of protein each. So it's literally a regular cup of ramen. You just need hot water to eat, but it's 20 grams of protein. It tastes like a carb, but it's giving you the protein that you need. So it's the same idea about adding that protein into your diet in a way that's really easy. Now, something else that I would do with these, which will segue into our next, is I would add collagen into these. Collagen is another really great way to be able to get your extra protein. I would put collagen inside of my coffee. I would do a big cup of water, then I would pour a whole bunch of juice in because water wasn't just enough for me. Then I would put 1 or 2 tablespoons of collagen inside of it, and it would give it 18 grams of protein in that cup of coffee or juice. So I would use this as well inside of these soups or broths because the collagen really does dilute it, and you can use a milk frother if it's not diluting the way that you want, but using collagen has been really, really helpful for me to also get those protein needs. Similar to collagen, but not, is protein powder. So I got protein powder in the beginning of my pregnancy because I thought I'd be able to add it to my smoothies. I personally was not able to handle this taste during pregnancy, but during postpartum, it can be really helpful. Or if you're not nauseous about it during pregnancy, it can be really helpful for you to add this to different smoothies or yogurts. Again, I could not be eating Greek yogurt when I was pregnant, but a lot of people can. But if you want to make yourself a smoothie with Greek yogurt, with fruit, and then add protein powder, they have it in vanilla and chocolate. This is the cleanest one, so this is the one that I would use. It was also really, really helpful in getting those protein needs. This is 21 grams of protein for 2 scoops. So that's 1 serving. You'll put it inside of your smoothie, and it's a really great way to get what you need. Next thing that I would do to my coffee, and I would alternate, this is what I would do. I would take my coffee, I would fill up half the cup with coffee, and then I would use this Premier Protein as like the creamer. So instead of using milk or cream or sugar, any of that, I literally just poured half a cup of cold fruit, and then I would pour this entire thing in. This is 30 grams of protein. And especially on the days that I was going to the gym and I wasn't able to like eat in the morning, but I had to have something. Honestly, really helpful whether you're pregnant, postpartum, or none of the above. It's just a great way to get your protein in when it's like too early for you to be eating. Take your cup of coffee, you pour this in, and it's absolutely delicious. I would rotate between the caramel and the vanilla flavors. There's a whole bunch of different ones, but for me, those were the ones that tasted the best with the coffee, and it was just easy and simple. The coffee's iced. I never had it hot. I'm not a hot coffee girl. I'm an iced coffee girl, and this was super helpful for me to do that. Next, we have anything from the Kodiak Cakes brand. So this is the actual powder, but they make in the frozen section, in the waffle section, French toast sticks, waffles, high in protein as well. You take those, you put it in the toaster, and it's a high protein option that tastes like a carb. You see a theme here, guys? Make it taste like a carb, but make it protein. That's honestly the best thing that you can do for yourself when you're so nauseous and you're not able to eat anything, or in general, you just want something easy. It can be really helpful for those postpartum days. Protein bars are obviously also an option. I'm iffy about them. Sometimes I like the taste of them. Sometimes I cannot even swallow them. But it really just depends. But protein bars are a good option. I just find that real food is much, much better. But if the option is not eating for 5 hours or having a protein bar, please have a protein bar. Last but not least, my absolute favorite food group of my entire pregnancy and postpartum is pizza. I basically was just pizza. The only thing that I would eat every day, basically every day for breakfast, was either pizza, grilled cheese, pasta and cheese. Are you sensing a theme here? Anything that was covered in cheese and sauce, that was basically what I did. The cheese really just gave me the protein that I needed. Because it was on top of a piece of bread, I was able to take it down. Pizza bagels, literally grilled cheese and pizza. I lived off of it. And you know what? It really works for me, which means it might really work for you. A lot of them are easy. It's about getting in the protein that you need so you can have what you need to get throughout the day, whether you're pregnant and you have to get through it or you're postpartum and you got to keep up with your energy and your milk supply. If you guys have any other ideas for things that you would use that are high protein, that would help you if you're nauseous, tell me which of these options are your favorite.